This video is sponsored by Carnivore Companion. Making wings is as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Well, there's a few more steps involved in that, especially if you decide to save a little money by grabbing whole wings at almost $1.50 less per pound. If you decide to do this, here's a little butchering tutorial. You see, there are joints in the wings. No, not those kind of joints. Cartilage and whatnot. If you slice into the wing armpit and split that joint apart, you'll see that there's a clear separation in the bone between. All you have to do is slice through this open area. It should be rather easy, and if it's not, you're trying to slice through bone. The wingtips have a similar separation as the flat and the drum, but I found it easier to just cut through that part as there's more cartilage than there is in the other pieces. Now, if you've gotten some flats and drums that are already butchered, you can go ahead and throw them into a saute pan. In reality, you can do this entire recipe with 3 pieces of kitchen equipment, which is real nice since I live in a van without running water. Speaking of running water, take your pan full of wings and add in between 1.5 to 2 cups of water. Feel free to use chicken stock if that tickles your fancy, but we will be seasoning this water. Put this pan over high heat and let it start to come to a simmer. I'm going to go real simple with the seasoning here by using some real good salt and a few dashes of some real good hot sauce to give it a head start for its route to Flavor Town. As soon as you see bubbles start to form in the water, cover your pan with a lid and set a timer to 7 minutes. Wonder if this is a lucid dream or real life right now. It feels pretty real, but I can't tell. Like, I smell hot sauce right now, but was I eating something with it before I fell asleep? After your timer goes off, aggressively throw your lid outside so that it can learn its lesson about how life can treat it. Flip each wing and then cover with your lid again for an additional 7 minutes. After that timer, we can finally remove our poached wings. These are actually fine to eat right now if you're feeling impatient, but if you wait, we can add some more flavor and texture. I suggest reserving this oil with your wings and then wiping out the bottom of the pan. The oil will be nice to help our sauce emulsify later, but this other stuff will just burn to the pan. After it's cleaned out, use about 3 tablespoons of your fat of choice, but I went with ghee for the flavor. Set your heat to medium and allow it to melt a little bit before carefully adding your wings back into the pan. What we're doing right now is trying to get as good of sear as possible on the skin. If you're feeling really bold, you can also fill your pan about halfway with fat and give them a shallow fry, which will result in a much more crispy exterior. But since I'm sitting down in a vehicle and being attacked by the little bit of grease that I put in it, I'll stick to the searing method. Let these go for about 6 minutes before flipping them. The ones in the middle of my pan kind of wanted to stick, but with some careful coaxing, they finally pulled up. Sticking usually means that it's not ready to be moved, but I've burned too much chicken skin in my life to know that this isn't always the case. After getting a nice golden brown color on them, I think it's time to pull them and spare my poor knees from getting splattered anymore. Personally, I enjoy Texas Pete for my buffalo sauce, so that's exactly what I'm going to use. Add in about a 1/3 cup total of this into the reserved chicken grease from earlier. Follow this up with your still hot wings and more sauce if you're feeling juicy, and toss. If this is a dream, then I should be able to slow down time, shouldn't I? Whew, I'm definitely dreaming. Plate these little wingies up and pour the excess sauce atop them for a little extra fun. Honestly, these wings could give B-dubs a run for their money considering there's, sauce on them. Damn dry ass, chewy damn wings. Since this is a dream, I wonder if I'll actually be able to enjoy them the same way. Let's give this a... Oh, hell. Oh, I think I can actually taste these. What kind of dream world am I living in right now? Check out our newly released seasoning steak dust, along with our flagship seasoning smokestack and our bestseller Tuckologen. Use the code CCYouTube10 at CarnivoreCompanion.com to save 10% off your first order.